Good morning, BCC. On today's broadcast, you'll hear about student activism in the MoCo community, get the update on the school calendar for 2017-2018, see the new talent of the BCC's latest theatrical production, and get to know your Fly Baron of the Month. I'm Matt Floyd.
And I'm Grace Tepper. And welcome to BCC TV.
Grace, what's happening in the news?
Since the election, there have been protests reported all over the country. Locally, MoCo students from Blair, Einstein, and Northwood High School staged a walkout, protesting the recent election.
They walked all the way down University Boulevard from Blair to Northwood, to Wheaton, to Einstein.
There have been many other student protests at Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C., namely a BCC student protest on Sunday and the DCPS and BCC walkout on Tuesday, which assembled there and then marched to the Capitol Building, the Supreme Court, Washington Monument, Lincoln Monument, and finally the White House. Let's take a closer look at all this recent activism.
Personally, I come from a family where both my parents are gay, and this election has really hit home about a lot of what he's been saying about the LGBT community, and etc. And if they lose their rights, I lose mine, so I'm trying to do everything I can to get the word out.
Well, I think that a campaign run on such hateful, spiteful, xenophobic, racist, misogynistic rhetoric just shows that, and that he won, shows there's a large part of the country that is either supports that or just doesn't care that that's happening. And I think we need to show that that kind of rhetoric does affect a lot of people, and it will affect a lot of people if we let what Trump has promised during the campaign go on.
I don't know, so like the other day, someone on Facebook posted this article about how like Trump is for LGBTQ citizens, and I was like, that's just not the case. So like, I wrote an essay, like I put more effort into this Facebook post than I ever have in college, ever. And basically it came down to him rejecting the idea of white privilege.
So I feel that our mission is not to change the minds of people, because as peace-seeking people, we seek to understand. And so I understand the mindset of many people who did vote, in that there are many areas of the country that have been neglected and that live in poverty, and where opportunity is not presented in the same way that's presented in our area here. And so I think, in a way, it's all of us. We're all in this.
It's great to see so many students going out in their community and taking a stand for what they believe in.
The full route was around 7 miles long and caused traffic jams within the city. However, lots of individuals and cars were honking their horns in solidarity.
Beep, beep.
You're a child. In other news, the Montgomery County Board of Education voted on the school calendar for 2017, deciding to follow Governor Hogan's mandate of starting after Labor Day and ending no later than June 15th.
Doesn't matter, because I'll be out of here by then. Anyway, let's send it to Liza to hear what's grinding her gears this week.
What's up, Barons? If you at any point in the day have to use the crosswalk on East-West Highway entrance, you know the struggle of when those stubborn speeding cars don't stop for you. Sometimes there's the occasional one car that stops, but then the other lane decides that they don't apply to pedestrian crosswalk rules, but they have to stop. It's the law. They will typically stop for large groups of kids, like the walkout on Tuesday or around lunch, but if you're like me and constantly late to first period, one person is apparently not enough for them to follow the rules. What I usually do is start inching out slowly until they realize that they have to stop. On another note, I'm proud of the Barons who exercised their right of freedom of assembly, speech, and showed DC what was really grinding their gears. Have a great weekend, Barons. Hit us up on Twitter with what's grinding your gears. Back to you, Grace and Matt.
Thanks for that, Liza. Now let's throw it to Nate Story with the sports report. What's going on in Baron sports this week, Nate?
This week, as fall teams are turning in their uniforms and winter sports are trying out, I don't need this. We're in between seasons. So Tosin and I decided to check out other types of programs at BCC.
Do you guys want to sing?
Yeah! Morning, Baltimore. Sing that.
Good morning, Baltimore.
Every day's like an open door.
Every day's like an open door.
Every night is a fantasy.
Baltimore and me.
So do you think Tosin and Nate made it?
I would definitely say that they made it. They had some pretty sweet dance moves, so I think they could definitely be in the show.
How about their vocals?
We work on the vocals, but Tosin was pretty strong.
All right, so beat it.
That's all I've got for sports this week, Barons. Back to you, Grace and Matt.
Thanks for the update, Nate. If you missed last night's showing of Hairspray, you can catch it tonight and tomorrow night at 7 p.m., as well as 2 p.m. matinee show on Saturday. Tickets are $10 at the door and online. It's going to be an amazing show.
Speaking of amazing, this week we get to hear from our Fly Baron of the Month, Ari Fiorino, about how he's changed the lives of every student at BCC, one Edline assignment at a time.
Hey guys, I'm Kai, and I'm here with the Baron of the Month, Ari Fiorino. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's the guy who made Edline Helper, the app that saves all of our grades. So Ari, I was just wondering if I could ask you a couple questions today. Cool?
Yeah.
So when did you start making apps? What got you into it?
So I started making apps in 9th grade. I made a few games, but they didn't really get much downloads in the beginning. And then I just came up with the idea for Edline Helper.
How'd you come up with it?
Well, I saw everyone kind of saying like how annoying Edline is, and the Edline app already out there was kind of annoying to use. And I just thought like, what if you could also change your grades too, and test out like for a retake or something.
Yeah. So I know something that's really annoying. I used to have an Android and I didn't have Edline Helper on there. I was just wondering, have you fixed that?
Over the summer I made the Android version for that, so make sure to download that.
Cool, yeah, download it. Android, Edline Helper. So how many downloads have you gotten so far?
So far 40,000 installs on the iOS version.
Dang.
Yeah. And so I did an interview for another school, Blair, and that kind of increased my downloads at Blair.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You did an interview on their TV show?
No, on their newspaper.
All right. I was about to say, we're the first. So how long did it take you to code Edline Helper?
So the first version took me about a month, and then each version after that took a couple weeks to just improve
Anything we should know about Edline Helper? Any secrets?
Well, there is a secret game somewhere hidden in the app, so if you can look for that.
Wow, okay. I'll be looking for it. So what are your plans for the future? Any apps that you're looking forward to?
I have some other ideas for apps for games and stuff, and yeah.
Like what?
Oh, I can't say.
Oh, okay. Top secret.
But yeah, and now I'm working on an internship for a game company.
Where?
Dig It Games in Bethesda.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, well,
anyways, okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Nice to talk to you.
Yep.
Back to you, Matt and Grace.
Thanks, Kai and Ari. I know Edline Helper's blessed me way too many times. Gotta get those A's, am I right?
Or you can see how you can barely hang on to a B.
Enjoy the sneak peek from the upcoming Date Lab.
Did you like Obama?
And Ron is.
Shut on.
Would you say that Ron is handsome?
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I would say he's cute. He's cute. Sharon, you remember when we met?
Actually, I don't really remember that. Totally honest.
That's okay.
But I remember the first time I felt love. So what are you talking about?
He's a nice guy, but it's pretty awkward. I have to carry the conversation most of the time.
Do you like when they put lemon in the water? Because I don't think I do.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
I think it's actually going really, really bad. Why? My date doesn't really like me to start off with. How's your salad?
Good. How's your pasta?
Good.
Looks like an exciting date. Check out the next edition of The Tatler to get all the details.
Well, that's all for this week, Barons. Check back in next Friday for more news, updates, and humor.
Keep those standards high, BCC.
And keep those sniffles low.
I'm Grace Tepper.
And I'm
Hi, Sam Hartman here. You might know me from Baron on the Streets or from that guy in your class. Do you like me? Well, me too. You should check out our YouTube channel right here to see clips of unaired things or just our episodes in general. Share it with your friends and like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Okay, how's that?